iPhone. So you can access apps on your iPhone while watching video or talking on a FaceTime call. Let me show you. So here on my home screen, the Smart Stack is showing me the TV widget, so I can just tap to start playing a show. Now check this out. When I swipe to go home, the video automatically goes into picture-in-picture right over the home screen. And when I launch another app, like Notes, I can keep watching. Now I can drag the picture to another part of the screen. If I want to make it bigger, I can even pinch to zoom. And as I move between applications, it stays with me. And what's cool is I can also swipe it to the side and the audio keeps playing when it's off screen. Now, here on the home screen, I can bring it back out if I want. And I have controls to get back to full screen playback, or I can just tap the X to close it. And that's picture-in-picture video. It's a great way to continue enjoying your video while tapping into everything else your iPhone can do for you. And that's a quick look at the updates to the core elements of iOS. We think these new features are going to make iOS even more helpful in the moment. Another iconic experience that's getting a major update is Siri. As much as Siri has advanced over the years, the visual interface for interacting with it has remained largely unchanged. When you use Siri, your iPhone switches to this full-screen UI, obscuring your current context. So this year, we've completely redesigned the Siri experience with a new compact design. It makes tasks like launching apps incredibly seamless. For example, if you say, "Open Safari," Siri pops up at the bottom of the screen and instantly launches the app. Or if you ask for information, like the weather, results appear at the top of the screen, just like a notification. Now, this is especially great when there's information you want to reference on screen. For example, you could ask Siri to add to your grocery list. So that's the new Siri design in iOS 14. But the UI is only part of the story. To tell you more about how we're making Siri smarter than ever, I'll hand it off to Yael Garden.
Thanks, Craig. Siri is getting smarter and even more helpful every day, and I am really excited to share the latest updates with you. Siri helps you in a ton of little ways every day, playing the morning news, ordering a coffee, getting directions, setting the alarm before going to bed, and so much more. In fact, Siri is helping so many of you with a staggering 25 billion requests each month. And Siri is getting more helpful every day. Siri's always been great for getting information and now has over 20 times more facts than just 3 years ago. For more complex questions like, how do hybrid cars work? Or what causes seasons? We recently introduced answers from websites across the internet, enabling Siri to help you find even more answers. Another way, leveraging the power of the neural engine, we are now able to run dictation on device. This provides great accuracy and privacy. When communicating with someone in another language, Siri can help with translations. This year, we're expanding to support many new language pairs. This is hugely popular, but we know our users want more than just translating phrases. They want to have entire conversations, and we believe conversations between languages should feel natural and easy, and have the ability to stay private. That's why we're introducing a new app called Translate. It is designed to be the best and easiest to use app for conversations, and it can work completely offline, keeping your conversations private. Using advanced on-device machine learning and the powerful neural engine, you can translate your text and voice between any combination of these 11 languages. So I could have a conversation with someone in Mandarin, and they could have a conversation with someone in Russian. Just tap on the microphone and say, "What are your store hours?"
¿Cuáles son las horas de su tienda?
You get back the text and audio right away. And just turn the phone to landscape to open conversation mode. We've designed a side-by-side view that's easy for two people to know which side to follow in the conversation. This mode is incredibly intuitive, with just a single microphone button because the app intelligently detects the language spoken and shows translation on the correct side of the screen. Translate will make communicating between languages easier than ever before, connecting people in new ways, and we can't wait for you to try it.
Thanks, Yael. Next up, messages. Messages is how many of us communicate with people most important to us. And now we're using it more than ever. Compared to just a year ago, we have a record number of users sending a record number of messages. And we've seen people use messages more and more to keep in touch with their closest groups. This year, we're introducing a new way to stay connected with your most important conversations, giving you new ways to express your identity with Memoji, and making big changes to how we communicate in groups. To tell you more, here's Stacy Lysick.
Thanks, Craig. First, let's get started with conversations. From the beginning, Messages was designed to make it really easy to get to your newest messages. But with so many active conversations, sometimes it can be tough to get to the ones that are most important to you. So we are introducing a new way to let you stay connected to your most important conversations by letting you pin them at the top of your list so you can always get to them. And you can see messages as they come in with a beautiful animation on the pin. Next, let's talk about expressing yourself with Memoji. There are over 1 trillion ways to customize your identity with Memoji. In iOS 14, we're adding even more ways to create your look with over 20 new hair and headwear styles to let you reflect your hobby, profession, and personality. We've also added something that's even more relevant today,